Hi, today we're going to be talking about x and y intercepts. To review what you've learned so far, the point at which the line intersects the x-axis is called the x-intercept. So on the graph shown to the right, that would be right here. The point at which the line intersects the y-axis is called the y-intercept, which on the graph to the right would be at this point right here. So if we're asked to identify where those points are, we would be listing a coordinate. So for the x-intercept, we can abbreviate it like that. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. As a reminder, I'm not going up or down on the y-axis, so 8, 0 is my point. And for the y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that is at 0, because I'm not going left or right, I'm only going up to 8. So if we're not given a graph and we're only given an equation or perhaps even just points, to find the x-intercept of an equation, we set y equal to 0 and solve for x. And if we think about it, that makes sense because in our x-intercept, y is 0. So setting that to 0 would get me there pretty quickly. And then on the flip side, for the y-intercept, I would set x equal to 0 and solve for y. So down below is an example. It says find the x and y intercept of the equation y equals 3x plus 6. So first I'll start with the x-intercept. And as a reminder, when I'm looking for that, I'm going to set y equal to 0. So rather than writing y equals 3x plus 6, I'm going to write 0 equals 3x plus 6. Again, just substituting 0 for y. And then you're going to solve it like you would normally. So I need to make mine a little bit smaller. Subtract 6 from both sides, leaving me with negative 6 equals 3x, and then dividing both sides by 3. So I'm left with negative 2 equals x. So my x-intercept is negative 2, 0. For the y-intercept, similar, but I'm going to be setting x equal to 0 when I'm looking for the y-intercept. So in my equation right here, I'm going to have y equals 3 times 0, again substituting that x for 0, plus 6. So that leaves me with 0 plus 6, therefore my y-intercept is, or y is equal to 6, and my y-intercept is 0, 6. I'd like you to try to pause this and then try numbers 1 and 2 on your own. So go ahead and pause and come back when you're ready to see the answers. Welcome back. For the x-intercept on number 1, again, we are substituting 0 for y, leaving me with negative x plus 5. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. And then I'm almost there, just needing to divide by negative 1. Ran out of room again. So my answer is 5 equals x. And then my x-intercept is 5, 0. For the y-intercept, as a reminder, I'm going to set x to 0. So in this equation, that would be y equals 0, or negative 0, I guess you could say, plus 5, which is just 5. So they're very similar, like the example above. And those are your answers. For number 2, so again, I'm starting with the x-intercept first, subbing y for 0. So I have 0 equals 1/2 x minus 8. adding 8 to both sides. 8 equals 1/2 x, dividing both sides by 1/2. And then as a reminder, this is the same thing as this, multiplying by the reciprocal. So my answer is 16 equals x. And that means for my point, it would be at 16, 0. For the y-intercept, it is going to be y equals 1/2 times 0 minus 8. So just y equals -8. And then again, that point is when x equals 0, y equals -8. Okay, we are going to continue on the back side now, where it says graphing by intercepts. So it says find the x and y intercept of each equation and then graph the equation using its intercepts. So all this means is that you don't have a pair of points, but rather you're going to use the intercepts as your pairs of points. So you're going to follow the same steps. For the x-intercept, you're subbing 0 for y. So x plus 0 equals 3. X equals 3. And then again, that's where it's intercepting the x-axis. So 1, 2, 3. And then for y-intercept, you are substituting 0 for x. So 0 plus y equals 3. Y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you would just draw a line connecting those. Okay. Go ahead and pause this and try numbers, just number 8 actually, and come back and check your answer when you're ready. Welcome back. For number 8, we are going to sub in again. So for the x-intercept, I'm subbing 0 for y, meaning -4x plus 5 times 0 equals 20. That's just going to leave me with -4x equals 20. Divide both sides by -4. And then x equals -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the y-intercept, you are subbing 0 for x. So 4 times 0 plus 5y equals 20. 5y equals 20. Divide both sides by 5. Y equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, we're just going to draw a line through those 2 points. A little bit crooked and off, but you get the idea. Okay, your homework is very similar, so refer back to these notes if you need it. And thank you for your hard work.